Punctuation Takes a Vacation by Pulver. Day after day, the punctuation marks showed up in Mr. Wright's classroom. Day after day, they did their jobs. They put up with being erased and replaced and corrected and ignored and moved around. Then, on the hottest, stickiest day the class had ever seen, right in the middle of a lesson about commas, Mr. Wright mopped his forehead and said, "Let's give punctuation a vacation." As the kids cheered and headed for the playground to cool off, the punctuation marks stared at one another in disbelief. "Is this the thanks we get?" asked a question mark. "Well," huffed an exclamation point. Now, said a comma. "We should take a vacation," said a period. "They'll soon learn how much they need us." "It's 11 o'clock now," said a colon. "Let's leave at 11:02. "Great," said an exclamation point. "Don't leave without us," yelled the apostrophes. Whoosh, punctuation rushed out the door. Whoosh, they rushed back in to grab the quotation marks, who were too busy talking to pay attention. When Mr. Wright's class returned from the playground, they couldn't wait to find out what happened in Chapter 4 of their book, Ace Scooper, Dog Detective. Mr. Wright opened his mouth to read aloud, but then he stopped and stared. "This is weird, the punctuation is missing. Uh-oh, where could it be? Yikes, maybe punctuation took a vacation. We are in big trouble now." A couple days later, the school secretary delivered a small bundle of postcards to Mr. Wright's class. They were postmarked, "Take a break, Lake." "Do you miss us? How much? Why couldn't we take a vacation sooner? Guess who?" We flop, we plop, we stop. We stay put in our lounge chairs. We are happy thinking our complete thoughts. Thoughtfully yours, sentence stoppers. Dear friends, swimming, sailing, sunning, soaring, water skiing. Next time we must remember bug spray, toothpaste, flashlight, water shoes. Sincerely, list makers. Greetings to Mr. Wright's class. This postcard doesn't take the place of a letter. If anybody takes the place of a letter, that's us. It's our job. We know we're possessive, but that's the way we are. Don't forget us while we're gone. Substitutes. A big hello from Vacation Paradise, where the water is as clear as a well-punctuated sentence. We talk all day. We talk all night. Too busy talking to write anymore. The yakety yaks. Kids, writing this on schedule at 1:15. Yummy lunch at 11:55. Going swimming at 3 o'clock sharp. The timekeepers. Wow, what a ride! You should try tubing. Scary. Fun. Yikes, hold on. We want mommy. Emotional us. The kids guessed who wrote the postcards, and they wanted to write back, but they couldn't write without punctuation. The best they could do was borrow some from Mr. Rongo's class next door, where punctuation seemed to be running wild. Dear punctuation, please come. Back, we need you. We miss you, too. Life at school is difficult without you. We can't do reading, writing, or riddles. Without punctuation, Chapter 4 of our book, Ace Snooper, doesn't make sense. We will never take punctuation for granted again. Won't you please come back before 10 o'clock on Friday? Mr. Wright says. Punctuation, please come home. Sincerely, Mr. Wright's class. So the punctuation marks returned to Mr. Wright's classroom to do the jobs only they could do. Mr. Rongo's unruly punctuation scrambled back to their own classroom. We have so much to tell you. Who did you miss the most? It's good to be back in Mr. Wright's class. Commas, periods, exclamation points, question marks, colons, apostrophes, quotation marks. Take your places. 10 o'clock a.m. Time to study us. Hooray for punctuation! The end. Quotation marks belong at the beginning and end of words a person speaks. The question mark comes at the end of a question. Use a comma to separate each item in a series or list. A comma also separates two complete thoughts in a sentence, with the help of a conjunction, like and, but, or, and so on. Use an exclamation point after a word or sentence that expresses strong feelings. An apostrophe takes the place of a letter and changes two words into one word. An apostrophe is used with the letter S to show ownership or possession. The colon lets you know what time it is. It separates the big guys, the hours, from the little guys, minutes. The period is the stop sign at the end of a sentence or complete thought. It is also used in abbreviations. Now it's your turn. Let's hear you read with lots of expression.